Peace, one. I am Super King Chi, aka Young Mother, and I am back with another tool for your toolkit. How about let's start? Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everyone. It's been I haven't even been live for the whole year. I have some new toys and I have a message. So I want to make sure that here that you all blow up the chat. Let's celebrate. Can we get a round of applause for everyone? You all made it. You made it into 2026. Everyone, I'm so happy to see you. Look, man, welcome back. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy 2026. All right. Y'all don't even understand. Um, I get a new toy. You have to imagine it probably takes me, as long as it would take your 90-year-old grandmother to figure it. Okay, this is why we have. Not because anyone else needs help except for me. All right. I told you all that I would do my best to clean up some of the vision and sound, and I'm trying this out, which is just welcome back. All right. Oh, it's echoing. Cool. Thank you. I need all of it. I'm turning this down. Turn this down. Am I echoing now? Mic check, 1 2 1 1 2. I was like, I'm gonna try to figure this out where I can kind of hear the uh the crackling, which is why I'm monitoring it now. Oh, perfect. I was like, how can I use a microphone and not like lose my focus, because I don't want to be doing one of these things where I'm like all hiding behind the microphone. But some of the microphones are so um um or not. I don't know. The microphones that I do use, they always kind of turn them down a bit. Yeah, this is all new. This is all new. So you all, um, let's see. It's so corny, right? But just feel free to let me know how it's going. Okay, feel free to let me know how it's going. So, so 2026. Everyone is talking about the fire horse here, and I'm glad because it's us. And when you're forewarned, then you're able to prepare a certain kind of way. I'm going to add that disclaimer: prepare a new kind of way. Um, but let's get into it. I haven't been with you, but I've been with you all. I've been busy, crazy busy behind the scenes, just helping out with tea to make sure that rituals are getting done, products are getting done, and people okay. You guys totally freak out when we're going through a particular portal and not sure, right? And I need to make sure that we address this and this be the final month of your lives. I don't even have the echo on, but it's happening. So until my son back around, um, I can't really. I can turn the echo up. Does that make a difference? Does that take it away? It doesn't change how I hear things. Um, but if it's not disruptive, then let me know. I don't want the. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna balance this out. Hold on, because there's no real way for me to actually like get this down. All right, even this out a little bit. All right, how we doing? How you doing? All right. So, anyways, now just a review of what happened as the year, this Gregorian calendar year shifted. Some folks, got a little nervous, got a little nervous about some of their baths. And, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Honestly, I never really feel like, it's a bother. Um, I understand that each of you are coming to different levels when it comes to spirituality and then moving into actual rituals including bathing, because taking a bath and using herbs that are prepared in order for you to have certain outcomes is definitely very powerful ritual. In fact, in all serious rituals spiritually around the world, if there aren't herbs and water, the blood of the earth used to bring life into, whether they are or reaches, is the ashe that you get to carry on your crown when you need to bring about a spiritual healing. These things are real. This is real alchemical magic. So for someone who's, I need to get my, and I don't know if I'm getting my bath in time. I get it. I get it. So rest assured that you'll always be served. All right. All right. It's no beef. It's no it's no issue. You all are an amazing audience. You all are very, very respectful for the most part. Okay. At least you all don't really. We get but I'm gonna focus on the positive. All right. That's what I'd like to do. And so the end of the year got a little wonky, but not the people who attended these ceremonies. Shouts out to everyone who came to the ceremonies. To close out the year, we did two full blown ceremonies. All right. One of them was for our Nagas. Uh, if you were an initiate Naga, shouts out to all the Naga initiates. We closed out our, our annual meeting with some crazy fire. And I don't want to boast about any of the magic that was there, but the ceremony um, definitely takes your consciousness to a whole nother level. And what I loved about it is that everyone who has this experience of knowing what's possible. And the way the brain works is that it can actually experience something that viscerally, that directly. You absolutely gain a new pathway in your brain. There's this opening. Oh, that's a real possibility. Now it's like move to this other stage. And the way that the medicine works, with neuroplasticity being a real thing, in that experience, you you all from the winter solstice into the Naga ceremony actually moved into this new year with a whole new perspective. And all due respect to your plans that you may have put lots of effort into, I told you all. This year was not going to play with you all. Not more so about was about just focus on shedding. Like if it don't fit, get rid of it. If it doesn't good on you, get rid of it. You know why? Because 2026 is a 10-year and it's a 1 year at the same time. Because we don't really have an ending and a beginning in a linear sense. We are living in this type of cyclical spiraling existence. And before I even wanted to jump into just briefing you all on the I want to take you all back to the binary codes that I was breaking down for you, because it all starts come together and makes so much more sense. If you look back at your notes, and welcome to those of you who are new, please feel free to subscribe, like and subscribe. I told you all that that 10 was for manifestation, but that 1 is the gate of arrival. So we have the gate of and the gate of manifestation right here, energetically present. The universal reset, that joint was like a factory reset. And it's not done yet because we're not out of here officially. We are still shedding. And a factory reset, think about a factory reset brings you back to the core of who you are, what your spirit is, what your so if you focused on letting go of the things attached to your personality, to your persona that you dressed up underneath, you were afraid of anything, whether you liked it or not, it got ripped away. Okay. And only when you were badassing in this mode of I don't care about nothing were you authentically being yourself. So if you all had some really like cooked up arguments, like on the low though, because it was the snake year, so it was like real low key, just like very felt, but not for the public, right? But in those moments, like you're texting, you're writing letters, your paperwork, you're going to litigation, like all those things really kind of move behind the scenes, like those contracts that are broken. All things move behind the scenes. Emotions, when you were really feeling like your back was against the wall and you just frustrated as hell and you just started to just go at like whatever you want to say, whatever, like I don't like this, I don't care. This is done. And I want you to hug that person, which is yourself, right? Because they were telling you the truth. Okay? They were telling that aspect of yourself was telling you the truth and trying to prepare you for embodying a greater vision for yourself. A greater vision does not always mean something that is bigger than you can imagine. A greater vision also includes is so super clear that is not easy to be distracted. Okay? It's not easily you're not distracted. Is that clear and is that pure? The passion gets you going. So in these final hours, okay, as things are transitioning, allow things to shift and relax. All right? Relax. When I say relax, I don't mean just go to sleep. I'll begin. I see a question in the chat. Is there still time to manifest for the new year? Let me tell you something about time. Time is not real. Are there portals? Absolutely. Long answer, right? Hell yeah. There's still time to manifest for the new year. In fact, we are just coming of the final lunation that was from last year. We're not really moving into seeding several steps for this new cycle until this upcoming new moon, which is in Capricorn, where we have structure. Okay. Then when we are moving with the energetic fire horse, you have until February. But like all things that are according to lunar cycle, these things move in waves. So it's not today you can manifest, tomorrow you can't. Today is the waning moon, and so you can't manifest because you need to be on the waxing moon. When you move into particular practices, yes, you can get a boost when you work in harmony with what's happening in the sky. That's undeniable. When you do things in harmony with what's happening in the sky, you just get less bumps and bruises. You know what I'm saying? So there's some more ease. But if you are definitely willing certain things to occur, then be fully a badass and take the licking and keep on ticking to make the changes that you need to make. All right? There's nothing stopping school. There's a lot of momentum. And if you follow, I'm answering this question from someone who just wanted to ask about the occult college. Obviously, the occult college is still here. Obviously, if you've been paying attention, you already know that T is still here. You see what I'm saying? People will try to about things that are going on with you when it's obvious that you're fine. You saying you're fine. You're fine. What's not so obvious to them is that you're fine in a whole another dimension, meaning you're not just fine, you're totally grounded in what is true about you. The circumstances that are going to be dished your way are going to remind you. Because if you're lazy, then whatever crutch you were leaning on, you'll be reminded that guess you're gonna have to walk on your own. If you are already doing what it is that you need to do, you will have something a different type of might you got attached to. Shifted. It's not a punishment. And you will have to embrace, because the more you embrace that these things that occur are not punishments, you stop walking around like a fearful child, some mean, obnoxious, brutal creator that just hate guts. And so every time you do something wrong, you're gonna get beat down. To get that mentality out of your head. Okay? You can't continue to ask for something over and over and over and over again. Making it your mantra, affirming it over and over, and then be pissed when you get what you ask for. Yes, scary. It's easier to say things out of your mouth. It's easier to behave way. But when your reality shifts to match that fire, to match that gumption, then you have to be reminded of how powerful you are. And then you're either going to use that action to be the molder of your existence in a way that feels even better, or you fold. And this is not a folding time. So look here. Oh wait, this. I'm gonna create an ashe. Can I get an ashe in the chat? Look, the snake year, the active window, right, from January 29th of last, and it's gonna end February 16th of this year. Okay? The rest of the shedding and things that are happen, some withdrawals. Honestly, withdrawal and just alone time is still in like full effect over here. I don't know about you, but I have not been ready to jump on the jet skis yet. Like I just in the cut, bath, work, shut it down, read, write, quiet. Okay. Um, legal things, right? Contracts, energetic entanglements. Those things are quietly ending. No drama. No drama. If you have drama, it is simply an addiction. Because the drama is not even because the shedding is very precise. All right. Mars shouts out Mars. Nergal's in the building. Nergal is exalted in Capricorn. And that homecoming that occurred this weekend, okay, with his boo behind the scenes, because y'all can't see her while she's next to the sun. Does not make Mars is not going to make mistakes when Mars is exalted in Capricorn. Okay, changes, these cuts, these surgical removals are precise. It's just up to you to figure out if you're sure exactly why. Okay, but like some of you, I have a snake, and when my snake is shedding, she didn't leap out of her skin. She first just slows down. She lets her skin get all like faded and cloudy looking. Her eyes get covered. She can't see. She's not really into eating so much at that time. And as she is going through, when she's for the active shedding thing, this creepy little crunching sound that I hear suddenly. It's and I'm like, what is is the house settling? Like what's happening? And it's always her, right? She's quietly letting that go. She's not looking for hints. She's not at her glass for a meal. She's just like using the things around her to just get the ick off of her. And so to do so, she does some tightening, loosening. But by the time she's done, she is absolutely clean. And she will not be done until she's done to the level is off. Okay? And so this is the portion of time we're in. Think about the winter where we all went kind of like black, right? Quiet, internalized, and fasting for the clarity. It's like a little mini human hibernation that we offer ourselves to try to stay in tune with nature. And the year begins. Quarter. Here we go. We're still filing, doing taxes, like tax preparation, looking at our books from the. So look at how so many different systems are still involving moving through, filtering what occurred last year. And this is to say, don't be in a rush And don't be nervous if you miss something. You haven't missed anything yet. That doesn't mean for you to just get lax. It just means know where to direct attention. You're still getting rid of things. Okay? Let me get some ones in the chat if it gives you some type of peace. Now, the fire horse active window. I told you all it's gonna start between the 16th and the 17th of February. All right. So whoever your Valentine's Day with, you know, be intentional. Be intentional right now, because once we jump into this energetic, it's not about perfect planning. Like for all of you perfectionists, for all of you procrastinators, my heart goes out to you. But at the same time, wake up. Because once we get into this fire horse year, you don't have time to plan. It's not about planning because you're being told now you got a project, do it. Do it, just do it. Look, I couldn't figure out if this microphone was going to be really working and the sound going to be perfect or not. But my timing has been really on point, really on point. So with me having this particular wisdom, I just go. If people come on here and they want to criticize it, all right, have a good time with that. Recording. I'm connecting with the audience, right? I'm connecting with my audience. I'm meeting some new people. I want to do new things. I gotta try. So whoever you're coupled up with, whoever you start doing business with, whoever you decide to collaborate with in any way, just know that you're not seeking perfection right now. Really want to tap in is that passion, that will to explore, go. Okay, a fire is not like what Knight of Pentacles. It's the Knight of Wands. It's active. It's going, and it doesn't mean that you're ready yet either. This is I've never ridden on a horse, but there's nothing left to it but to do it. So you got to get on a horse, and if that horse takes off, you hold it. Okay? And the thing is, you kind of need to know now that is going to take off. The fire horse year favors those who are fearless. The fire horse year favors those who are going to act first and ask questions later. Because if you're fearful, that's where you'll be punished. Because you are going to be punished by your own conscience that you took too long to act on something that you absolutely knew was for you. Let me get some shades in the chat because I hate that feeling. I absolutely abhor a missed opportunity, especially if I was totally like excited about it and I got into my little perfectionist type of energy. Those days really suck. Really suck. So I want to be strategic in the way that one, if you're scared, do it anyway. Especially number two, if you're scared, like you feel like you're not ready, you've been thinking about it, you've been planning so you can get it right, do it anyway. because someone with less talent is going to do it and they're not as good as you going to succeed because they went ahead and did it. And every time you do something, then you can figure out not to do and what to do to make it better. Okay? So speed, your momentum, all of that is really important. Now here's another piece, right? Visibility. So there's like things happening. Visibility is not just one thing. Visibility, like you see me here, I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Visibility does not necessarily mean that you have to flood social media with your beautiful faces. Visibility means that whatever it is that you're building, your imprint is felt. So if you're writing, putting it out there, you're visible. You have a blog post. You're on all starting to share your story. That's visibility. If you get involved with community projects in your neighborhood, because instead of sitting on your stoop complaining about that stupid pothole on the block and the person who never puts out their trash on time, so it sits out there too long, and you decide, why am I complaining? I can do something about it. And you get involved behind the scenes, getting proper permits, putting together a neighborhood crew, giving children an opportunity to do a little work on the side, and you can give them can pay them some cash to do some community service, whatever it is, right? Visibility means that whatever it is that you want your environment to know about you, that what you're known for is happening. If you want to focus your energy on saving the whales and protecting endangered species, we're not all going to be there when you're doing that. But if you go and you contact the necessary organization to find out how can you fly over to wherever to join, you know, saving the elephants and whatever. Right? You get my point? It doesn't require that you have audience that is public. Your visibility is your track record. Think about how much more my visibility. I'm going to use this as an example because I'm honest with myself. You guys don't see me that often here. But when it comes time for ceremony, when it comes time for one-on-one, either it's my body work with my clients, consultations, the impact of my visibility is not in quantity, it's in the quality and the authenticity of me being in my element. I show up for what I am here to regardless of what these systems might tell you is necessary. Okay? Does that make sense? Because if I tell you you need to be more visible, some of you think I have to jump on social media and I have to try to get followers. And it's totally stressful to where you absolutely thrive in person. Okay? Be bold in this new year. If you want to see something on this great Mother Earth, and you don't have a passport and one is required, you better get one while you can. Go there. Take trips to places you've never seen before. Take trips to places you've been to, but you didn't really experience it. Establish the aspects of yourself that are independent from any other external validation so that you can feel the independence in something that absolutely lights your fire. Okay? And the more you try to do something perfectly, you're going to lose momentum. Do I have any jockeys here or anyone here who like rides horses just for pleasure? For pleasure? Because definitely, I love to speak to the audience where they can concur with what I'm saying. When it comes to riding horses, the stiffer you are, is the more you're going to slow that horse down, or you're going to hurt yourself. But the more relaxed you are, tense in all the right places, but flowing with the ride, you got this. And you get more respect from the horse, of course. So, moving into this 10 energy, right? The 10 energy, which is the gate of manifestation, that kun fayak. Shouts out to everyone who is learning about Zickers, maybe for the first time, okay? And for those of you who are um, going deeper into your connection and your realizations, your revelations with the Zicker, but kun is not to be played with, okay? Because this is exactly what I mean by boom, it's done. You know, we have AI where you can have an idea. You can go, you know what, ChatGPT, I have this idea. I want to sell popcorn to areas of the world that probably don't really get a chance to have popcorn like that. Like I want to hit uh, Antarctica and parts of Alaska. Would really enjoy some of this pop. I don't know. I'm making something up. AI will build it for you. Next thing you know, you have a fully operational site. You're selling popcorn to areas of the world that don't even know about the preparation of corn, okay, of corn in that way, okay. And then you're sending your bill in some other part of the world. You know, I don't know, Guatemala or something. You guys are gonna get me a map and start pointing to places, and we're gonna explore this year. You understand? It's quite easy to get started. Now, one thing about fire, fuel. It needs fuel. So yes, the start is gonna go. And you want to look at this as not a quick start and a quick finish, but this is a quick start. This is like the sprint takeoff for the long run. Because we have at least a two year cycle of building what gets started. And it's all new. So in case you just got here, whatever you're building this year, it's new. I can bet my life on it. It's new. Because you're new. The way you approach things is new. And whatever comes to the surface now is something that you didn't bring forth, okay? Not with this kind of intensity. You know, some of you have shared with me that you are realizing you have all of these different gifts. And it's a little daunting. What are you supposed to do with all of these gifts? And I don't always give a direct answer. But for this year, just note what the gifts are. And when the opportunity arises where those gifts become relevant, use them. See what they're shaking. You won't know until you do it. I don't know. Somebody needed to hear that. Okay? The factory reset. The factory reset, think of yourself as a device. You could have taken 1,000 pictures. I know I have 10,000 pictures on your device, voice notes, documents, files saved, text messages. That factory reset, boy, can hurt you. But it absolutely gets the device moving faster and with greater clarity now, doesn't it? Because it has so much more room to save new files, to take new pictures, to new contacts in your phone. But the phone didn't change. The phone went back to its original being reason for being. Like, why was it created? And so all of the things that it was that are to its makeup, okay, is right there. Art is not going away. Just like all the aspects of yourself that are absolutely authentic are not going away. So those traumas, consider those pictures. Those traumas get erased. Let it go. Okay? Those mistakes you made, they get erased. This is a karmic clean so that you can reseed. Not with the old systems. The old systems are cleared of all. This is where you're going to put all of the new apps that are relevant to you. You don't need the apps. You don't need 5 different apps to order food anymore. But you didn't realize that while you were accumulating shit. You see what I'm saying? And then the 10-year tells you it's done. Whoop, clean. Moving into the new identity. You must have leadership and sovereignty over yourself. You get what I'm saying? About the energetics for this new year. Break breaking. If you got here late, you can watch the replay. You're welcome to stay and catch on. But the 1 year is a new identity, and the space between the 10, 1, right? Because we're gonna collapse things. You're releasing 1 through 9, all of that. So you are taking your first steps, and you're being given the keys to your very new life. All while you can absolutely prepare for the new life ahead, because it's the new identity happening at the same time that you're living it. You got that? So if you're feeling a little uncertain, just know a bit of the uncertainty is because the old blueprint is, and a new one is forming. Okay? Very quick movement. This next two years is all about your rapid movement in the beginning, positioning yourself, stabilizing that, and create structures. Then towards the end of the 2-year cycle, you have mastery and you have authority. You see through your ability in your new role. You got to do that quickly. Show up. Just show. Fix it along the way. As you're fixing, whatever you fix and that fix land, it's stabilizing and you include it in the structural design. By the time we get to the end of the 2-year cycle, you will be moving with so much flow, swag, okay? Fire horse, Mustang. You see what that you will be positioned for the long term. Have exhibited a level of authority that cannot be taken away from you because you showed up. You have a track record. You have a track record. You're on the track on the horse. You guys, I'm just being silly. Okay? I am actually telling you all that this period of time, as we are getting towards the end of January, get ready to sprint. Okay? Get ready to sprint. Right now, if you plan on, oh, I'm getting back into this year. Right now is not the time where you jump in the gym and you go sprinting and you go lifting, seeing super. Right now, you start warming up. Start warming up the sinews. Start warming up these joints. Add little at a time. Do your calisthenics. Do the sprint, then the walk. Do the incline, then the walk faster. So that at least when you do that sprint coming in the first 2 weeks of February, you don't hurt yourself, but you got going. And if you do hurt yourself, it won't be as bad because right now you have the time to also go to the doctors, figure out what's best for you, what's your blood work looking like, do those types of things. I always wonder, I always ask my clients who are like they come in for their first massage of the year. This year I decided I was going to include self-care. I'm going to be working out, I'm getting massages. Great. Did you get a full workup? No. You do that so that you can know how you also need to eat. So you can know if there's something hiding underneath the hood of your car. This thing you want to know. Okay? So that's really a good way to start off. Okay? What else do I have for you? First of all, disclaimer, this is entertainment. Take my drops of wisdom with a fat grain of and read the disclaimer in the description box below. Because I'm going to talk about the energy of money. Okay? Money. I have a visitor. Hold on a second. All right. Money is going to move quickly. So for those of you who are, interested in getting into other streams of income or trading and getting to learn these things, jump in now and start learning. Start learning now, okay? So that when you see these opportunities, you move swiftly because things will change swiftly and you don't want to miss your opportunities. Okay? The more you're visible is the money you're going to make. So it's going to increase your currency. This is also a time where you want to have more dreams. Now, you always should have had multiple streams, but in this case, they're going to outperform those who only have one stream of income. Okay? So the more you delay because you're trying to be perfect, it's not going to work out for you. Okay? The delays are going to cost you more money than your imperfect action. All right? 1 second. This is live. Give me a moment. I'll be right back. We spoke about passion. We spoke about honesty and sovereignty. Anything that is situational, okay? Anything where you cannot be absolutely who you are, you are going to see those things fall apart. Okay? You're gonna see those things fall apart. Because if the unions are not based in sovereignty always means that you don't answer to anyone. Are who you are because that is who you are. And you're not shaping who you are to fit into anything. So when I use the word situationships, those are based off of situations that are not your whole self. You get what I'm saying? So it's not like it's good or bad. It's that they're too weak for how quickly you have to move in this new year. It's a fragmented version of yourself. So you're gonna move more smoothly and more harmoniously in the types of energetics where you can be yourself. You don't have to worry because you can move forward, make your decisions, not too many questions because it's already like it's cool. Like everything is making sense. Everyone knows who each other are. It's honest and it's sovereign. Okay. This is also going to make for those of you single, your attraction is going to be way sharper because whoever is attracted to you in alignment with your sovereign self. Shouts out to all the Gen Zers because you all are really about that. Y'all are already rebellious by nature, meaning that you're not putting on a show body. And you're not gonna make any moves just because somebody told you that that's what you need to do. If it doesn't sit well, you're not doing it. So in light of that, confusion, it dissolves. You can't be confused about what makes sense or what doesn't make sense. Okay? So yes, as we complete this final shedding with precision, we are getting ready to mount a horse with great clarity, taking the steps to lay the foundation for the next 2 years. Go back to school, pick up a new thing to know. Do it now. Find the program. It does not need to be the long term, but find the end goal and begin somewhere so that you don't wobble into the year. You are riding out. Y'all feel me? Now, are there any questions? Oh, I see one. What about avoiding over analysis? avoiding over analysis. What is that? What is that? Analysis paralysis. It sounds very Virgo, like that analysis. You don't avoid analysis paralysis. You just see it happening inside anyway. Some decisions are very hard to make. Okay, they're hard to make because they're deeply rooted in some emotional attachment. But if you pull the emotion out and, you're very practical about it, there's a decision that needs to be made. The decision that you are trying to tweeze out all of the little details, analyze whether this is the right thing or this is not the right thing. Look, man, I haven't seen that work for anyone who is successful. So if that's any motivation for you, take that. If you've already thought about it once and you already feel pushed in a particular direction, go for it. And as far as picking up a new skill, it's always whatever 101. Even if you had to pay out of pocket for that first class, you're not going to miss anything. At least you know the foundation and what's going to be expected of you if you go any further. Okay? Thank you. King Naga E Boy, he said, "This is the Nike year. Just do it." You feel me? Does it matter if the horse is your enemy sign? Chinese zodiac, we all know we're talking about that. Can you all of this for the new year? What I'm talking about is the energetic. For those who are talking about enemies, that's more like a synastry between you and another energetic. Also, for those of you who are actually horses, and they say like, you're on the chopping block this year. The pressure is going to be on you. The things that I mentioned are all still relevant. Relevant. Means is you have the spotlight on you the most. And when you think about enemies, right? What's the enemy like looking at another perspective? Enemies in the whole sign chart are right on the horizon. Okay? They're in the seventh house of your partnerships, the ones that you can see. They're across the horizon. You see what I'm saying? You wanted a spotlight. So just do it. You have common sense, you all. Y'all are adults. Things and choices that you know you need to make. And you know that if you are interested in something, you have every right to decide to go about learning those things. So that's all I have for you all. I just wanted to welcome you all back. Oh, wait, I got another one. Hey, you see, I'll be like, peace, love, and bliss. Everyone, happy New Year. Uh, we're all over the map. We'll see you all over the map. Get your passports ready. Saying that, but I've been saying that for a long time, and y'all know that I definitely get my stamps. We are always traveling. So join us in the global scheme of things. Whether you want to be behind the scenes, you want to be an initiate, you want to study, you want to volunteer, make it be known, be visible. Say it with your whole chest, and we'll see you on the other side. Peace.